Sean Murphy has got the Triple Crown under his belt. Fantastic snooker.
Your champion, Sean Murphy!
And he's bit the tip off for the 7th time. He's the Masters champion. And the cheers, the joy, the exultation in Mark Allen. His dream eventually come true.
Ali Carter, commiserations.
What a performance from Ali Carter to get to the final.
The captain is flying, ladies and gents.
What a performance from the captain. He's in the semi-final.
Brilliant. What a night. What a night. What a comeback. The maximum that had everything.
Absolutely brilliant. And the crowd, that's what they came to see. And that's what they've got.
Your 15th Masters semi-final.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, what a finish.
Sean the Magician Murphy.
That's an unbelievable pot from Sean Murphy.
You love stages and crowds like this.
When you play in front of a crowd like this, how can you not love it, you know?
Good evening. There is no place quite like this in snooker. Welcome back to Alexandra Palace in North London. And look at this place. You've got the corporate hospitality boxes above us. We've got the VIP sofa seating behind us. And all around us, we've got 2,000 people here, as they have been for every single match since last Sunday, watching events at the Mr. Q Masters. It takes a hugely special amount of talent and indeed temperament to win on this spotlit playing stage. But yet that's what we've been seeing all week. And we've reached the second of our semi-finals. This evening, we have the world number 3, Mark Allen, taking on the 10th seed, Ali Carter. Now, he's been here before, as indeed has Mark Allen. And both of them are bidding to join Ronnie O'Sullivan in tomorrow's final, because this afternoon, the Rocket made it to, wait for this, a 14th Masters final of his career with a pin-sharp performance against Sean Murphy.
You ask all the players, they know as well as anybody how special this man is. Might be the cross double. Very close. That'll be it. Sean Murphy offers his hand and says well played to Ronnie O'Sullivan.
I didn't think he played well, to be honest. I know he had 2 centuries, but there was a lot of mistakes in there from Sean, you know, and sometimes this game you've just got to be tidy, you know, and if you get a bit messy, and I was messy, but I think I'm better at adapting to being messy and kind of getting it back together than someone like Sean is, because he's quite you know, he's like a model snooker player, you know, whereas me, I'm just a bit all over the gaff, to be honest with you. So probably I can get away with it a bit more, you know, I can adapt a bit more.
It actually felt like I played better than I had all week in either of my previous matches. I made 2 really good centuries, played a lot of good shots. But Ronnie was in great form, and that wasn't the same Ronnie O'Sullivan that we'd seen throughout the tournament. He found an extra gear and he blew off into the distance.
I think Sean's a gentleman, he really is. He's like, you know, he's a pleasure to play snooker with, you know, he doesn't bring any bad vibes to the table, you know. So for me, you know, I really like playing Sean. I think he's, you know, he's one of the snooker players I actually respect, you know. There's not many, but he's definitely one of them.
There's not many, eh? Well, this is what they're playing for here at the tail end of this Mr. Q Masters. It was lively this afternoon when Ronnie was at the table. John, Steve, it's lively in here tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, I think there might have been 1 or 2 sherbets just before they arrived.
Well, let's reflect on events this afternoon. Ronnie through to a 14th Masters final here. What do we make of both the guile but the utter nonchalance of some of his play today?
Yeah, I mean, like, we know how talented he is, and he's probably one of the players who can not take liberties with the game or another player, but he can play openly attacking, and we don't think it's the wrong shot because he has so much talent. But it heaps a lot of pressure on your opponent when you maybe know, not that he's taking the mickey out of you, but he's really going for it, and you then have to try and respond. And if you don't, you fail miserably.
It's actually quite disconcerting to play against. I mean, I tell you what, it's hard to commentate on, because I'm thinking, oh, he's not going for that. Oh, he is, you know. He's potted it. He's cleared up. I mean, it's just ridiculous to sit there and say, no, he won't go for that. Because some of the shots don't look the right shots, but he's playing so well and knocking them in. And if you're in the chair, you keep thinking you're coming out.
OK, well, we're all about finding out who's going to be joining Ronnie in tomorrow's final, and it's going to be either Mark Allen, a man who's won this beautiful Crystal Trophy, did so in 2018, or Ali Carter, who's got very, very close. Now, there's not much between these two guys over the years. It's only the second time they've ever faced one another in one of snooker's majors. Carter had the better of the first at the Crucible 13 years ago, but overall, look at this. 6 wins apiece in the big events. Mark Allen's game very much on the way up. He's on track for a 6th big title in just over a year, but former world number 2 Ali Carter is very much on the way back.
It's easy when you're playing well. It's easy because you just go out there and the balls go in and you make breaks and the game looks a lot easier, but that's sort of more important, to be able to do that and know tough it out and win matches when you probably shouldn't.
I know I'm playing well. I've put the work in on the table. You know, I've committed to doing certain things, the right things. Every match is a final. You've got the 16 best players in the world here. Hopefully I can put in another good performance and then we'll take what comes my way.
He's always been a really, really good cuist, really good player, tournament winner. I think he's even turned the corner in that he's more consistent. He looks a different animal at the minute because I think he's got his mind right. I think Ali will be the first to admit that frustration's got the better of him at times in the past, and he's not letting that happen at the minute. And as he showed against Trump, he's unbelievable under pressure as well. So it's going to be a tough match and one I'm going to need to play better.
Mark's as solid as anything, and I'm going to have my work cut out to beat him.
Brilliant. What a night. What a comeback. The maximum that had everything.
I've just got to focus on myself. We can talk about everyone else till the cows come home, but, you know, I've got to focus on me, and that's all. I can only control myself and be in control of what I do, so that's what I'm going to try and do.
Well, we can only guess as to how much Mark Allen's late-night heroics have taken out of him against that incredible Mark Selby match last night. And you, Steve, you were watching every ball till after midnight.
It was a fascinating match, littered with loads of mistakes, but it was so exciting. In the end, Mark Allen did very well to get over the line, and of course he made that magnificent 147 break, so that was the icing on the cake.
How do we rate Ali Carter at the moment? Because to send Judd Trump home, the man who won this last year, in the way he did, probably one of the best performances we've ever seen from him.
Yeah, the clearance to go 5 each was one of the best, one of the all-time greats in here. And then the cue ball in the last frame under the most pressure was exemplary from start to finish. He'd be full of confidence. I have to say, both players have had stinking draws in this year's championship. They've done well to knock. The 4 players they've knocked out between them are absolutely world-class. So well done to them to get to this stage.
Absolutely. Now, what is your head and heart telling you about tonight's match? Gut instinct time, Stevie?
Well, Mark Allen's obviously got the better pedigree, having won a major, but I think Ali Carter is enjoying himself out there and has looked the better of the 2 players, but I think there's going to be a lot of tension tonight.
And for you, John?
You know, jockeys are the worst judges in the world. You know that, don't you? Asking me and Steve what the score's going to be. Hard fought. There's been a couple of 6-5s already. 6-5.
OK, you heard it here first. Saturday night at the Pally, and it's time to rock and roll. And rocking and rolling all night long, it is our MC, Mr. Rob Walker. All yours, Rob.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the last session of snooker ahead of tomorrow's Mr. Q Masters final. It's time to find out who'll be joining Ronnie O'Sullivan in one of our sport's most important annual matches. The rocket's already there, and the crowd are ready for liftoff once again here at Ali Pally. Please welcome a player emerging for a 7th Triple Crown semi-final after victory over defending champion Judd Trump. Reigning German Masters champion, a figure of immense tenacity on and off the table. Here comes the captain, Ali Carter. What an atmosphere tonight. And his opponent, the champion from 18, making his 4th Masters semi-final after a brilliant comeback and the maximum against Selby. Bidding for a 3rd final this season, the pride of Northern Ireland, Mark the Pistol Allen.
Well, it's been 6 years since Mark Allen last graced the semi-final stage of this wonderful event, and Ali Carter has been waiting 4 years to return. So welcome back to both of you lads, and welcome back in the commentary box to major winners Ken Doherty and John Virgo. Evening, fellas.
Evening, Hazel. Good evening, everybody. Well, great atmosphere, great occasion, and, well, the carrot that dangles, Ken, is a place in that final tomorrow.
Yeah, what a semi-final, what an atmosphere.